Hi, everyone. For the last topic of this week, I wanted to go ahead and talk about the multiplication of binomials and trinomials. So let's say you have a trinomial that you want to multiply together with a binomial. What might be the fastest way to go about doing this? Well, we're going to use something we've already seen before, but it's going to look a little bit different. We're going to use distribution to accomplish this task. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this term here, this 5y plus 6, and we're going to multiply it to each of the terms of the trinomial here, okay? So we're doing distribution like we've seen before, all right? So we need some extra room, so we're actually going to write the equal sign down here this time. We're going to rewrite this as 4y squared times 5y plus 6 plus 2y times 5y plus 6 minus 1 times 5y plus 6. Okay? So then what we can do is we can perform the distribution on each of these terms individually. Okay? So we'll start with this 4y squared, and we're going to distribute it here. So we have 4y squared times 5y. So 4 times 5, that's 20. And then we have y to the third. And then 4y squared times 6 is 24y squared. Okay? Then we can distribute the 2y to the 5y. So that's going to give us 10y squared. And the 2y to the 6 gives us 12y. And then if we distribute the negative 1 to the 5y and to the 6, we're going to get minus 5y minus 6. And then all we have to do is combine like terms. So we have 1 y to the third term. So we have 20 y to the third, or y cubed. Okay. And we have 2 y squared terms. We have 24y squared plus 10y squared. That's going to give us 34y squared. And then we have a 12y and a minus 5y. So that's going to give us 7y. And then we have just a minus 6 at the end. So this would be the simplified version of this multiplication here. Okay, let's try another one. Here we have 7x squared minus 5x minus 4 times 2x plus 1. So again, let's go ahead and distribute the 2x plus 1 to each of these terms. So we'll end up with 7x squared times 2x plus 1 minus 5x times 2x plus 1 minus 4 times 2x plus 1. Okay, now we can distribute the 7x squared here. So 7x squared times 2x is going to give us 14x to the third. And then we'll have 7x squared. So then we have minus 5x to the 2x into the 1. So minus 5x times 2x gives us minus 10x squared. And then we'll have minus 5x. And the minus 4 to the 2x into the 1 is going to give us minus 8x minus 4. And then just like last time, all we have to do is combine our like terms. So 14x to the third, it's the only x to the third term. We have 7x squared minus 10x squared. That's going to give us minus 3x squared. Minus 5x minus 8x is minus 13x minus 4. Okay, let's look at one more example. What if we have here two trinomials multiplied together? So each of them have 3 terms. Well, it's the exact same process. So we can take this whole term here and distribute it to each of these terms here. So we'll have y squared times 2y squared plus 3y minus 5 plus 7y times 2y squared plus 3y minus 5 minus 7 times 2y squared plus 3y minus 5. Okay? So now we can do distribution again. We have y squared to each of these terms. That's going to give us 4y. I'm sorry, not 4y. That'll be 2y here. 2y to the fourth. So we have 2 and then y to the fourth, or y squared times y squared gives us y to the fourth. Then we'll have y squared times 3y is going to give us 3y cubed. And then we'll have minus 5y squared. Okay, now we can distribute the 7y. That's going to give us 14y to the third plus 21y squared minus 35y. And then we can distribute the negative 7 here. So we'll have minus 14y squared minus 21y plus 35. And now we can combine like terms. So we only have one y to the fourth term. So this is going to give us 2y to the fourth. We have a y to the third term here and here. So 3y to the third and 14y to the third. So we'll have plus 17y to the third. Here we have minus 5y squared plus 21. So that's going to give us, I guess we have a couple of these here. So we have 5y minus 5y squared plus 21y squared minus 14y squared. So that we'll have minus 5y squared plus 21y squared is going to give us 16y squared. And then if we take 14y squared away from that, we're going to end up with 2y squared. Now we have minus 35y minus 21y. Okay, so that's going to give us minus 56y. And then we have, lastly, just 35. So that's going to be our final answer here for this problem.